In this tutorial, I will show how to set up Node-RED to communicate with the Gaia platform and how to use the latest value node for retrieving the latest value of a sensor, given its ID. First of all, I need to find under the Gaia tab the latest value node. I add this in the canvas and I double click on it for starting the configuration. I can set up a name, the ID of the resource I want to read, and I need to select a Gaia server. Currently I don't have any of these available, so I need to create one new server. The configuration is very easy. I just need to set my username and my password. And I press add, and the server is automatically added to our node. I press done, and we have our node configured, but we need also to insert the ID of a resource. For example, 155601, that is the luminosity sensor in the school hall in Prato. I press done, and now the node is configured. Let's suppose that we are interested in the latest value measured by the sensor, and this is identified by the key latest, as we can see in the help tab. Selecting the node here, latest, the latest value measured. I want to print out in the debug window this value, so as explained in the previous tutorial, I add a debug node. I connect the output of the latest value with the input of the debug node, and I set it up to print the value we need. Message.payload.latest. Now we need something to trigger this node for reading the measurement. I use the inject node so that we can use its button to trigger our latest value node. In this case, we don't care about the data sent by this inject node, so we can leave it as a timestamp node. Let's deploy and try. Perfect. 19084 is the luminosity in the city hall right now. If you want to access all the fields of the payload, you can just delete the latest field, deploy again, and you can see all the available things. This is the timestamp in GMT, so Greenwich time. This is the value, the average value of the latest 5 minutes, and so on. Right now we are using the inject node just to trigger the latest value node for reading our measurement, but we can set up these nodes for reading the input message and use it, for example, as the resource ID. I can write here message.payload for using the payload of the input message as the resource ID. Of course I need to change this because right now it is injecting the timestamp, that is a big number, and it is not corresponding to any resource. I can say let's send a number, for example this resource here, that is the active power in the school hall. So this node will send this value in the message payload, and our latest value node will read this payload and query for that resource. Let's try. We have the active power. If I change the value injected, I will receive another resource. As you can see here. So we can use some previous node to create the resource ID and send it to the latest value nodes for reading the measurement.